To approval of the May 19th, 2026 meeting agenda. Staff, anything to note on tonight's agenda?
Thank you, Mayor, members of the council. Just one addition or update from staff. It's for other business item 11A, the voucher request pending approval for disbursement. The council was emailed the actual voucher report earlier today, and there's a printed copy in case anyone wants to view it tonight. But we're just adding that report to the agenda for tonight. And that is our one addition.
Thank you. Council, anything that you'd like to adjust on tonight's agenda? No? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no or nay. Agenda is approved. All right, now we're moving on to the consent agenda. Pursuant to council rules, one motion, non-debatable, will approve the recommendation noted. Any member of the council may ask for an item to be taken from the consent agenda for discussion and separate action. Such items removed from the consent agenda shall be considered immediately following the approval of the balance of the consent agenda. I do have an item I'd like to pull, but I want to know if council does as well. Well, let me just be clear. I'd like to pull item G, Robbinsdale Wine and Spirits monthly financial statements. Council, anything else you'd like to pull? Yes.
Yes, I'd like to pull item E, the Diggers Garden Club event.
Okay, item E, fantastic. All right, anything else, council?
Hearing none, I move that we approve the balance of the consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no or nay. I'm just going to read off what we did approve, and then we'll move on to items E and G. So we approved City Council work session minutes from April 14th, 2026. We approved City Council meeting minutes from May 5th, 2026. We approved zoning text amendment to Code Section 520.09, Neighborhood Grocery District. We approved approval of a credit card charges and payments. And then we also approved the Deputy Registrar's monthly financial statements. I promise I'll get to you in the future. Next up, item E, Diggers Garden Club event.
Yep. So I had that pulled because I want to give some attention to the Diggers Garden Club of Robbinsdale. They're having an event on Saturday, June 6th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Robbinsdale Historic Library. It's a fundraiser for them. They're selling plants, and it's a great community event, and they're a great community organization. So just wanted to call attention to that. And with that, I'll make a motion to approve the Diggers Garden Club of Robbinsdale's annual plant sale event on Saturday, June 6th, 2026 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no or nay. All right. That is approved. Thank you, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Robbinsdale Wine and Spirits monthly financial statements. I wanted to pull this item to have Tim just discuss for a minute or two here what that means. Like, what benefit does the liquor store bring the city and the revenue that the city generates from that liquor store? You mind humming a few bars on that, Tim?
Mr. Mayor and Council, I'd be happy to. So referenced here is the P&L profit and loss statement, something that, turn all these off, excuse me, profit and loss statement that gets published on a monthly basis, of course. We do some quarterly and annual reports as well, but really gives you an inside look as to how things are going. I do want to start with acknowledgement. April is typically a tough month. We can predict, some things around the holidays, summertime, when the wine and spirit shop is visited more often, but we know that April is typically a bit of a down month. In particular, 2026, we have a kind of a double whammy, first acknowledging the aforementioned, but also about twice a year we have 3 payrolls in a month. So the bottom line maybe doesn't look as well as it does, just essentially having 50% more payroll than normal months. That said, we are using that opportunity. We have a bit of downtime to celebrate and work on and bolster up some of the efforts to what I'll get to in just a minute that will ultimately be celebrating, which the mayor's going to call out. I would say the membership program that we just started to roll out has been a good opportunity for folks to get tied in and utilize some of those savings pieces we've maybe traditionally done with coupons or maybe older type of advertising. This really puts all things in one place, so we've seen good registration for that. And then as we bolster and get into the summer, certainly this weekend, if people are out looking for provisions, as they were, a good opportunity to go by the liquor store. Again, reminding ultimately what my long-winded answer to respond to the mayor, what these funds go to traditionally over the last handful of years, the liquor store fund revenue at year end includes a transfer out. The balance is assessed and we stay within certain financial goals throughout the year, but between $50,000 and $200,000 in each of the last 5 years has been transferred out, again, direct to that parks fund. These go towards amenities, parks maintenance, really anything outside of general operations, some by way of capital, but thinking in terms, again, the long-term philosophy was to utilize this type of revenue year over year to help supplement. So again, want to encourage folks as we kick off, get into the season, a good opportunity to support locally, not just the city, but that parks fund as we get into year end to make that transfer a healthy one once again.
Yeah. So shopping locally at the liquor store, you're helping the parks and each other. All right. Well, one thing I wanted to call out too, Tim, is that I've been watching this P&L improve over 2025, which I know was an improvement over 2024. And, there was some trouble before, but, I have to give my congrats to staff and leadership and what they've been able to do to not only turn around that liquor store in exceptional fashion last year, but also to continue to build upon that this year, even as liquor and beer and wine prices decline overall nationally. THC sales have helped out a little bit, but that's huge when you're improving gross profit and your cost of sales. So thank you. Please extend my thanks to the team at the liquor store, and I hope Robbinsdale residents appreciate just what that means for Robbinsdale. So thank you. Can we get a motion to approve tonight's Wine and Spirits monthly financial statement?
So moved.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no or nay. Approved. Okay. Well, there are no presentations tonight, and there are no public hearings tonight. We don't have old business, but we do have new business. City Manager Annual Performance Review.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Council provided under state statute, chapter 13D, a public body may close a meeting to evaluate the performance of an individual who is subject to its authority. I am that, and you are you. So staff's recommendation is to, by motion, go into a closed session to discuss my annual review. Would note this last April, we walked through kind of what the strategy would be, utilizing that 360 approach we've done it the last few years in my tenure, and it seems to have worked. So again, by motion, staff's recommendation is to go into that closed session to discuss the review.
Excellent.
I'll
Go ahead.
I'll make a motion to adjourn to a closed session to discuss the city manager's annual performance review.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no or nay. Okay, we're going to close the meeting here to go talk about Tim. Well, can I get a motion to open the session?
Motion to resume the city council meeting.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no or nay. All right, session's open. Need another motion here to,
Yeah, I can,
practice the words on that one.
I can make a motion to authorize the mayor to amend the city manager's contract per the annual review.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no or nay. That too is passed. Okay. Moving on. By the way, congratulations, Tim. Great work. Moving on. We are going to move on to other business. Voucher request pending approval for disbursement. Anything to add there, Chase? Nothing surprising? Okay. Council?
Nothing.
Is there a motion?
All right, by seeing none, motion to approve this disbursement request for the period ending in 5/19/2026.
I'll second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no or nay. Okay, approved. Next, administrative reports.
Thank you, Mayor, members of council. I'm just going to have two for you related to elections. The first one is that if you want to be an election judge, that application process and application is still open. We won't be holding training until June, which is the statutory deadline that you can't start until after that based on the general election. So still time to apply if you want to be an election judge. That application can be found on our website, or you're welcome to come into the City Hall, grab a paper copy, and fill it out too. And then the next one is just that our candidate filing dates or day for Ward 3 and 4 open today, and that is open until June 2nd at 5 p.m. And that is it for me.
Thank you, Chase. Tim, anything from your end?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. A few quick updates. Do want to note a couple of items upcoming. City Hall will be closed on Monday in observance of Memorial Day. And then as we do get into the season of spring and summer celebrations, some things to note. Let's see, just went dark there. The Music in the Park series starts next week on, excuse me, on the 28th of May. Then the following week, there's a kids composting event. I know council's been invited to that to continue some of those sustainability efforts with the youth. We look forward to that. Movie in the Park, June 12th. And then certainly as we continue on into the season, we'll celebrate out some additional those types of events. So look forward to seeing people out and about. Do want to, along those lines, share my thanks to this last weekend between the plant sale, pickup, organics collection, furniture drop-off, the celebration at the Historical Society. It was a nice day. It was a little warm day, but it was great to see people out and about, and it just feels like we're really kicking off the season. So look forward to more of that. A couple other call-outs. The city survey does close at the end of the month here. That's, again, the benchmark that we continue to do year after year. We have gotten a couple of questions, and I know council expressed interest down the road to beef that up and share out some other opportunities. So certainly not a one and done. But again, please jump over to the city website to check that out. And then just again, want to note that the digger plant sale, as mentioned by Councilmember Greenberg earlier, that is set for Saturday, June 6th.
Excellent. Thanks, Tim. All right, next on the agenda is general council updates. Anybody have anything they want to say?
Just really briefly, always say hi to your neighbors. I think it's important to connect with people, and especially as the weather turns. Just make sure you're out there and about and waving and just greeting each other. So that's all I got.
I've got one really quick. So I want to share my condolences to a longtime Robbinsdale family for the passing of Maureen Durand, and beyond their involvement in the Robbinsdale community. She dedicated her life to public service and her family, but was involved with Minneapolis Parks for a very long time, and I know has had a huge impact throughout our community. So just wanted to pass that along. My thoughts.
Thank you. Thank you, Jason. Yes, Councilmember Caceres Aranda.
Thank you. I believe tomorrow we have Walk with Council event. I think it's a tradition yearly where you, I think it's like a mile walk. I got to check exactly where it's at. I should probably know, but I think it's from 6 to 7 tomorrow, and anyone from Robbinsdale is welcome to come by, ask us questions. I think it's a good way to connect with community. I know I'll be there. I think Ray's going to be there too. So yeah, feel free. And I think it's posted on our socials as well if you're interested in attending.
Yeah, I believe it's Grazier Park, is it not?
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, that was normally walk with the mayor, but I can't do it. And I know it's the second time we've rescheduled, so thank you, gentlemen, for stepping in literally and figuratively for me. I just want to share, for starters, my condolences also to the Durand family. I'm sorry for your loss. She sounds like she's an absolutely wonderful person and a great member of the community. But I did want to share, keep an eye out on CCX Media. I've been working with CCX. We do the mayor's minutes, all the cities do, but we've started to go around to various Robbinsdale businesses. And the idea is to hear their story, why they chose Robbinsdale, and just to kind of promote awareness most people in Robbinsdale know who these businesses are, but if you don't, now you do. And it's really to get other people just aware of what's going on here in Robbinsdale and just, kind of really some great things we've got going on. So make sure to encourage your out-of-state or out-of-metro, out-of-city friends and family members to come visit Robbinsdale because we've got quite a special thing here. And I hear it all the time from other mayors how envious they are of our community and our little downtown. So celebrate it. All right, with that, let's get on to celebrating hopefully Memorial Day weekend soon. Make sure you go to the liquor store. And let's adjourn tonight's meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, meeting adjourned. I'm Renee, our meeting adjourned.
Wow.
Get out of here.